is the NBA. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan alongside my broadcast partner, Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. It's great to have you with us. We'll see the Indiana Pacers taking on the Detroit Pistons. And now a quick check of our starting lineups for both teams. And guys, what do you think we're going to be looking for in this one for Miller?
And he's the type of player who, when he gets it going, is almost impossible to cool down. Coaches will call a timeout sometimes just to take away some of the momentum that he provides for that club.
And he's a great three-point shooter, too, especially when he lets it go from one of those corners. He doesn't miss many of those.
And it's going to be the Pacers off the tip. Tinsley dishes to Miller. Passes it to Tinsley. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two. The Pacers shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. First one falls for him. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Here's Prince. Hamilton with it. He's picked up by O'Neal. Now the pass to Wallace. He's against Miller. No good.
Well defended, and he's not someone who responds well to that kind of defensive pressure.
Artest kicks to Miller. And stolen by Hamilton. Drops in the breakaway lane.
The instant that steal was made, they were off and running the other way.
Ball pressure, then a run-out seed. That's perfection to me.
Now, here is O'Neal. The finger roll finish at the bucket.
Good look. He'll make that one most of the time.
Here's Billups. First quarter, just over a minute played. Not enough on that one as it misses. And here are the Pacers now. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Kevin, thank you. I spoke with the Pistons head coach for just a bit. As far as key factors coming into this game, he said that defense is their focus, and he added, our shot blocking really gives us that anchor inside and the foundation we need to be successful at that end of the floor. That's something we can count on, and of course, the rest of our defensive execution is just as important, if not more so. Kevin, it's always defense first.
Thanks for the report, Doris. Steve, Clark, your thoughts on their defensive focus here?
Well, it's the right strategy, Kevin, because you have to play to your strengths as a team. You can't get away from who you are.
And that's right, Steve. Their strength is certainly what they do defensively. They can rattle folks.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one.
Awesome defense. I mean, he'll hit those unless you're right in his grill.
Billups off the pick from Wallace. Billups passes to Wallace. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
Kind of a shaky first few minutes, guys. 5 field goal attempts, only 1 made.
Artest, good.
Well, and the bounce pass was the key to the play.
Indiana on D. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Outside, Billups. Into Wallace. Goes up high for a two-handed dunk. This game's going to take a big swing. Clark, if the D continues to clear out like that and give up easy dunks.
Yeah, that's the kind of defense we expect to see in a blowout, Kevin, or even an exhibition game, not a close game like this.
Look how frustrated Steve is over
Well, I just,
man.
you know what, come on, I just like that he didn't choose to just lay it up. I mean, he threw it down with force. And you love the concentration. Gets hit, but stays with the play.
They showed a lot right there. Plenty of concentration, finding a way to get that shot to fall.
Indiana trailing here. And Tinsley kicks to Miller. Artest on the way. O'Neal. Wallace covering. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. The Pacers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. He's off on the first. Memo Okur is checked in for the Pistons. He's off on the second. Detroit with the ball. Billups kicks to Prince.
Already his 2nd foul. He's in danger of getting into very serious foul trouble early in this game.
Pistons have made their only other free throw attempt today. earlier trip to the line. And that trip coming up empty, missing both. So it's the Pacers now. They trail by 1. It's stolen by Okura. Prince against O'Neal, and the rejection by O'Neal. Here's Tinsley. Detroit with the rebound.
Pretty good defense there. I mean, that's a shot that he can make, but they really challenged him.
Billups with the ball, now defended by Tinsley. Billups dishes to Okura. Stolen by O'Neal. And he slams it one-handed.
Well, this is how you completely rattle an opponent's rhythm.
Yeah, you know, such terrific on-the-ball defense to trigger the transition opportunity.
And it wasn't just the tough D, it was the exclamation point they put on the fast break with the slam.
Now here's Okura. O'Neal's there. Billups covered by Artest. And Chauncey Billups the bucket on the assist from Okura. Billups has got his first 3 points of the game. Guys back and forth this first half.
Well, 5 lead changes early on, guys, as we grapple back and forth.
Yeah, this could be a back and forth game all the way, guys, the way it's being played. This is fun to watch.
Now Hamilton after the missed 3 from Miller. Wallace with a screen for Hamilton. Okura. The three-pointer, no good.
It's a clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
Pass to Miller. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
The Pistons leading. Hamilton outside. Three-pointer. Offensive rebound. Wallace the pass to Hamilton. Okura the screen. Hamilton kicks to Okura and stolen by Miller. Back to O'Neal. Now the feed to Tinsley. Indiana moving the ball around. Into O'Neal. Good. And Miller gets the assist. O'Neal's got 6 points. Billups with the ball. Billups off the pick from Okura. Billups dishes to Hamilton.
Help out! Help out!
Hamilton right side. Rejected by Foster. Here's our test. Billups with the block. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. Screen by O'Neal. And it's our test missing. Now Wallace. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
Kevin, I love the intensity with which he plays at the defensive end. He's just impervious to kicks and screens, fighting over the top, slipping through them. But whatever it takes, he's going to do for you.
And the consistency of his jump shot is another thing we should say about him. I mean, it doesn't matter how many defenders are flying at him, his stroke is never changing.
Jones checked in for Miller. Tinsley pass to Artest. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that. And the Pistons with possession. Billups kicks to Okura. Prince with a screen on O'Neal. Okura backing him down. Feeds to Prince. Connects on the 17-footer.
Not a really great start for him as he just isn't shooting the ball that effectively here early on.
There's 1:40 left in the first quarter of the game. Jones kicks to O'Neal. And Billups over to help. Here's Tinsley. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. And here is Prince. He dishes it to Okura. He feeds it to Billups. Back to Okura. Shot clock at 5. Hamilton. Tinsley covering. Here's Okura. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2 against Jermaine O'Neal. The Pistons shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. He misses the free throw. The Pacers making a change here. Good on the second free throw. 1:07 left here in the first quarter. It's Anderson with the drive.
Obvious foul.
Yeah, he took a hit right there and earned those free throws.
Indiana shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And he makes the first. And both free throws good for Anderson. And 1:01 left here in the opening quarter. And now the first timeout called here for Detroit.
Well, he's got to get everybody on the same page. I mean, that's the reason for this timeout. And if that happens, I think they can improve and start playing better.
You know, it's a coach's job to always try to be 2 or 3 steps ahead of the opponent and to look for that extra edge if you can. And I think he feels like he might have seen one.
So Detroit ends up going with the new group. Here's Wallace. This is to James. 50 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Wallace. The shot misses. O'Neal with the defensive effort. Indiana trailing here. Artest dishes to O'Neal. A stupendous finish in traffic. O'Neal's got 8. O'Neal's gone 4 for 5 from the floor tonight. Just 1 miss. James outside. The dish to Wallace. O'Neal's there. 6 on the shot clock. Wallace misses.
I don't know if it's just me, but he's looked a step slow since the start of the quarter. His shooting has really suffered.
Pollard passes to O'Neal. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
It's stolen by Jones. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Pacers lead by. And off we go, a close game. Now starting the second quarter. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Pacers.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
Well, the other thing they've done well is getting after shooters. They've closed out well, and they've really blocked a lot of shots in the half.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And Detroit, looking at who they've got. They've got Campbell, and it's Williamson in at the 3. James outside. Pass to Williamson. Great D that time from Artest.
The defense was ready for him that time, and they had to be. He is so powerful in the lane.
And it's Anderson that time on the assist by Jones. And the Pacers lead by 8.
And again, a few more points added to the lead. They might be ready to pull away here.
I wouldn't be surprised, Steve. As well as they've got it working right now, that could be the case.
On the wing, James. Money from the wing. James has got his first 2 points of the night. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Anderson kicks to Jones. Fires from deep. Rebound, Detroit. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Gentlemen, Rick Carlisle is widely considered an outstanding strategist and X and O's coach. But with the turnover on the Mavericks roster the last few seasons, he's tried to keep things as simple as possible for them. He said, quote, "My ongoing goal is to call less or no plays if we can. We want our guys to make plays." Kevin?
Well, Doris, when you've got that kind of talent and IQ, playing on instinct can certainly be effective. The Pacers making a switch here. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Kicks it to Foster. Into Harrington. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. Harrington's got 5.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
Well, it's become one of the stories of the first half. Just piling up points in the paint. And how did he get that to go?
Even after the whistle, I like the awareness, the alertness, and the presence of mind to finish the play.
Pacers leading by 5. Anderson outside. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. Anderson's got 4 points this quarter.
And their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second quarter.
Well, the lead being maintained will not be a problem if they keep shooting the way they have so far.
Campbell is screen on Anderson. Hunter the pass to Campbell. And it's sent back by Foster. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. It's Jones on the wing. Back to Anderson. Indiana moving it around. Here's Bender. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And the defense fouling there to prevent that layup, forcing 2 free throws here.
A nice job that time of attacking the paint and drawing the contact. They'll take that.
And the second free throw, good. Pistons trail by 8. Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
Yeah, he's seen enough of this interior scoring that his defense is giving up. So the message during his timeout is to lock things up inside.
You know, sometimes a group can just get spaced out on defense. They're not connected and playing 5 as 1. And usually a timeout can help you refocus and recalibrate that defense.
So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. Wallace dishes to Hamilton. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. Hamilton's got 9 points. Here's Tinsley. He kicks it to Harrington. Passes it to O'Neal. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 12 points for him.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
Yeah, the defense has been futile here. 5 of the last 6 field goals in the lane.
Billups kicks to Wallace. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for 1 more.
Yeah, the battle for that lay-in. Excellent, tough defense, but he found a way to get it down anyway.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Left side, Miller takes a 3. Count the bucket. And the Pacers lead by 8.
Well, Kevin, probably his greatest value lies in his tremendous three-point shooting. When he's out on the perimeter, it gives them the ability to really stretch the defense out.
And he's also one of those guys who just seems to be able to take it up a few notches when there's a game to be won late in the fourth quarter. In other words, he's at his best in winning time.
Into O'Neal. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Well, they ran a nice play there, Kevin, to set up the easy dunk.
Yeah, he got help from his teammate and ran his man right straight into the pit.
Yep, and that's the offensive player's job. Run him into the screen.
And it was a great pick, too, Clark. I mean, he may have lowered his shoulder a little bit, but he got him pretty clean.
Unloads. They double him with Wallace. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Pistons trail by 8. Billups passes to Hamilton. Clock at 6. Wallace kicks to Billups. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game. The Pacers making a switch here. Artest is checked in. Now Tinsley. Miller outside. Rejected by Hamilton. But he recovers it. Artest dishes to Miller. He passes it to O'Neal. 6 to shoot. They double him with Wallace. Here's Miller. Miller with another miss.
Well, it's just been one of those kind of games for him.
Here's Prince. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Prince has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should really continue to work it down low, Clark. That's really going to free up the rest of their offense.
O'Neal kicks to Tinsley. Sinks the triple.
But you can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
Here's Billups. Right side Billups. Prince. The pass to Wallace. And stolen by Miller. Gives him the lead pass. And Tinsley kicks to Miller. Pass to O'Neal. And stolen by Prince. Hamilton with it. Picked up by Harrington. Hamilton kicks to Prince. The feed to Wallace. Tinsley covering. Shot clock at 6. Hamilton the pass to Wallace. Miller grabs the miss.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly.
And Artest backs down. Feeds it to Harrington. Rebound by Wallace. Wallace has got his 3rd rebound on the night. Billups dishes to Hamilton. There's 57 seconds left in the first half of basketball. That is good.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
And Tinsley kicks to O'Neal. And stolen by Billups. And here comes Billups leading the fast break. Out of bounds, Indiana takes possession. Jeff Foster's checked in for Indiana. 43 seconds left in the first half of the game. Tinsley gets a screen from O'Neal. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. Miller, the pass to Tinsley. Indiana moving the ball around. They get a hand on it. 6 on the shot clock. Billups against Artest. Prince outside. The 3. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
Now, slight advantage for them in the rebound category. They've got to continue their work on the glass.
Yeah, I agree with you, Steve. I mean, they're on the right side of the ledger, and that is all that matters to them right now with the lead they have.
Nice soft touch to drop that one in.
Billups with the ball. 1 second left. And so we conclude the first half. Indiana out in front, up 9. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
It's time for the Sunday night halftime report.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And the third quarter about ready to get underway. We're seeing a tremendous game from Jermaine O'Neal.
Yeah, it's been sheer dominance in the post by him so far, just tearing them up when he gets inside.
And getting it to him is the only hard part. Once he has it, he's automatic.
And so in the game for the Pacers, Jermaine O'Neal out there with Jeff Foster. Then it's Miller, and it's Artest in at the small forward. Low block shot on the way, and O'Neal gets it to go. O'Neal's got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for Indiana. Artest against Billups. And it's Wallace penetrating. He dinks the rim with a two-handed slam. I like that they're taking it inside and taking advantage of each opportunity, Clark, to chip away at the deficit.
Yeah, and doing it with the dunk is a major energizer, too. Gets the momentum going.
Yeah, and I think the interior defense, as good a job offensively as we saw. The defensive presence was almost non-existent. And they may see this lead disappear if they continue to give up those easy points.
It's Miller on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Little turnaround. And again, it's Indiana converting.
You know, it seems like when they've gone to him, he's really come through. And that's not something they should get away from.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones a long time without a basket.
They got to find something. You're right. Wallace's shot is good.
And there it is again. That's where their points have been coming today, from the low post.
And even under pressure in tight, they've maintained their concentration and converted their opportunities.
Shot by Tinsley, no good.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, they were very lucky defensively because there was some miscommunication there. They left him wide open. All the points these defenders are allowing inside is inexcusable. It's 5 baskets in a row, and they've all been practically lay-ins.
Yeah, they've got to harden and toughen up down there, guys.
Pistons have made 2/3 of their free throws tonight. 6 of 9 to be exact. On the wing, Miller shoots. Rebound by Wallace. Wallace has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Phillips kicks to Hamilton. Hamilton left side. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. Pacers leading by 6. Miller outside. That one falls off Tinsley's feet. Tinsley's got 4 assists in the game.
And that kind of defense is just not going to cut it, guys. I mean, they have to get a hand in his face.
Out to Wallace. Fires it up. Detroit, no good that time either. Now Tinsley. Miller outside. Tinsley outside Artest. He dishes it to O'Neal. Wallace on him. O'Neal kicks to Tinsley. Pocket 6. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
Those are starting to add up. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 of them have been three-pointers.
And it's not just great offense, Clark. The defense is really lacking. Not enough energy on their closeouts.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. Nice game. Great performance by Jermaine O'Neal.
He's been attacking the rim with reckless abandon. They're searching for answers. Some way they got to figure out how to contain it.
3rd quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Phillips working up against Artest. Wallace dishes to Billups. Back to Wallace. Jump to finish it off. Beauty.
Well, he's an undersized center, but he more than makes up for it with some serious leaping ability.
Pacers leading by 10. Miller, the pass to O'Neal, and stolen by Wallace. 3 on 3. Prince kicks to Hamilton. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target. Hamilton's got 5 points now in the quarter. Outside Artest. Guarded by Prince. Artest dishes to O'Neal. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam. Well, Clark, a clear lane to the basket and the emphatic jam.
And that is outstanding attacking basketball.
Well, he had no choice but to take that one to the bucket.
Prince, the pass to Wallace. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Wallace has got 11 points.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
Yeah, that's something that the defense has to put a stop to. Maybe a defensive adjustment is necessary here.
Pollard, he's checked in for Jeff Foster. Indiana leading. Miller outside. And again, it's Indiana.
And their field goal percentage continues to climb. They've really shot the ball well here today so far.
Yeah, and it's all about quality shot selection, smart shot selection. They've been very patient on offense.
Wallace goes in, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And what a game for Wallace. He has 11 points and a steal. That kind of mix of assists and rebounds is what wins you basketball games.
Well, you've got to love having a guy who can do both those things well.
Pacers leading by 8. And Tinsley kicks to Miller. Tipped away. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. And it's the Pacers with the ball. He feeds it to O'Neal. A step-back shot here. Rebound by Wallace. Detroit with the ball. Here's Hamilton, and the layup's good off the glass. Hamilton's got 18 points in the game.
Defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop.
Time call here. Indiana decides to talk it over. The Pacers making a switch here. Harrington's checked in. And so here is Indiana. 6-point game. And here's Miller outside. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Miller's gone just 3 of 10 shooting from the field. Hamilton kicks to Billups. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide open opportunities.
Miller with another miss.
And he continues to search for his rhythm. It's eluded him to this point.
Harrington backing down. Goes back up. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
Well, the great passing we saw in the first half has carried right over into the second.
They've really been on fire from beyond the arc tonight, too. I mean, a lot of their points have come from out there.
Pistons trailed by 8. Billups dishes to Prince. Pass to Wallace. And he uses the glass on the way. Wallace has got 10 points here in the second half.
He's simply a machine at the offensive end. I wonder how far behind they'd be if he wasn't having this kind of floor.
And Tinsley kicks to Harrington. Wallace on him. Outside Artest. Dishes it to Miller. 6 to shoot. Back to Artest. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Artest's got 9 points. So it's Detroit now, trailing here by 8. Billups against Artest. Wallace with a screen for Billups. They grab their own miss. Wallace, the pass to Wallace. Hamilton with it, now guarded by Tinsley. Hamilton left side. And it's Wallace slamming it down.
Heading into the lead with a huge one-hand throwdown.
That's how to get your team back into it.
Yes, sir. That may put a little life back into this team. He's playing selfishly now, guys. He's just trying to get as many shots up as he can. Doesn't look at all concerned about his teammates.
Offensive rebound. Here's Wallace. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And now it's just a 4-point Indiana lead.
He's gutsy. That's what I really respect about him. It seems like the more pressure there is, the more he enjoys the moment. So he is the guy you want taking the big shot at the end of a game.
And I don't know of too many other players who are as solid as he is in the low post. Just watch how many times he'll get his man to go for his fake and leave his feet. He gets him up in the air and takes advantage of it.
Indiana making some changes. Pacers leading by 4. Anderson kicks to Johnson. Johnson off the pick from Harrington. Johnson attacking. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. This is his first trip to the line tonight. The first one falls. And both free throws good for Johnson. Now here's James. Pass to Hunter. 44 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Campbell, and he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. Anderson against James. Back to Anderson. Now the dish to Harrington. Goes up the baseline. Off the iron that time. Pistons trail by 6. Hunter, the pass to James. Gets the three-pointer to fall. James has got 5. Left side Anderson. Johnson dishes to Anderson. Here's Bender. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. Here is Anderson. Campbell is out there with Memo Okur. And it's James in at the shooting guard. That's the group for Detroit right now.
Tough call there and a tough break for the defense.
But, you know, I think you could still see him kind of sliding in there. I don't have a problem with the call.
On defense, Detroit. It's a three-point game.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
Well, now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Hunter, who's guarded by Johnson. Hunter goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Seems like they're on their heels every time defensively because the ball continues to go into the post.
Well, if they don't pick up the aggression, things are only going to get worse.
Harrington gets to Anderson. Back to Harrington. And the foul on the Meadow Pool. That's foul number 2 for him. Johnson off the pitch from Harrington. Kicks to Anderson. Shot clock at 6. Takes the elbow jumper and drains it. And the Pacers lead by 5. Now here's James. And the pass to Hunter. He kicks it to Okur. He passes to Campbell. Second chance shot, and it's good on the layup.
They're shooting it quite well. Now, again, function of shot selection, ball movement. Guys are in rhythm, confident, free-flowing, and they're knocking down their shots.
Anderson passes to Harrington, working on Okur. Okur with the block. And they'll keep possession. Here's Crozier. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Talk about doing a Rip Van Winkle on defense. Come on, guys, wake up. Why are they leaving him open at the 3-point line? Come on.
Inside to Okur. That one goes. Count. Indiana leading by 4. Johnson kicks to Anderson. From the stripe, Johnson, defended by Hunter. It's Anderson with the drive. So the whistle blows on the shot from 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Yeah, the referee's all over that one.
No doubt about it. Clearly a foul. Nothing to argue about there.
No good on that one. The Pacers making a switch here. And he's good on the second.
He did the important part at the line there. The heavy lifting, if you will. Made this a 2-possession game.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. Nice game. Great performance by Jermaine O'Neal.
He's on fire. They needed to put their heads together and figure out how to get the ball out of his hand.
Some changes for Indiana. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Well, Kevin, head coach of the Pistons had some words for his team over the break. He told his guys, I know we can do this, fellas. Let's maximize every possession and get after it and just watch. Things will go our way. Kevin?
Now, this is why the breakaway rim was invented. For plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that long.
Yeah, he did.
It was a great dunk and also a great game we've got here.
And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
Nothing too fancy, just simple execution. That's getting the job done when they need to make every possession count.
I agree, Clark. They need stops, and they can't afford any wasted possessions. Those inside shots are really high-percentage looks.
Man, I don't know what happened right there. He just basically walked out of bounds.
Tinsley dishes to Artest. And there's the feed to Tinsley. Miller covered by Hamilton. O'Neal kicks to Miller. Offensive rebound Pacers. Outside for Artest. Miller. And O'Neal backs in. Back to Miller. Feeds it to Tinsley. off target with his three. Pistons trail by 6. Wallace the pass to Prince. And another three for Detroit.
They're simply living and dying from behind the arc in this second half. And I don't think that's the way to go here. They're trailing. The three-point shot can be used. They've got to balance it out.
Back to O'Neal. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
Can you hear the crowd kind of murmuring? I don't think they agreed with the officials on that one.
Steve, I tell you what, they're really letting them have it.
There's the steal, and here we go. He dishes it to Tinsley. Pass to Artest. Miller, guarded by Prince. Miller kicks to O'Neal. Wallace is there. O'Neal passes to Foster. And that'll be Indiana as it goes out of bounds. Pacers retain possession. Just 5 to shoot. Miller dishes to O'Neal. Artest.
They've been unable to find the bottom of the net from the outside here in the second half like they did in the first half. And that's a concern. That's a big part of who they are, the three-point shot.
Prince outside. Billups. Right side Billups. No luck. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. And Tinsley kicks to Miller. And stolen by Billups. Hamilton outside. Back to Billups. Stolen by Tinsley. Now the Pacers moving it up. Here's O'Neal. And it's sent back by Wallace. Hamilton against Artest. Hamilton the pass to Wallace. He feeds it to Prince. Dishes to Wallace. Rejected by Foster. Timeout called the Pacers. Pacers leading by 5. And Tinsley kicks to Artest. Pass to Foster. Wallace is there. Tries to save it. Foster. Wallace covering. Tinsley dishes to O'Neal. Rebound, Detroit. Wallace has got 7 rebounds in the game. Prince with it. Picked up by Artest. Doubled by Tinsley. Prince, the pass to Wallace. Billups. Clock at 6. Trying to get back on track. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Well, so far he hasn't been able to get to the line like he did in the first. The defense is playing him a little bit smarter, backing off of him a bit and defending without foul.
Al Harrington's checked in for the Pacers.
They're still right in this thing, but missing the free throw keeps them in a 2-possession deficit.
Indiana leading. And Tinsley kicks to Artest. Outside for Harrington. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. And here we go with Chauncey Billups. 1:53 left in the fourth quarter. Wallace with a screen on Artest. Billups dishes to Wallace. The basket good off the assist from Billups. Billups has got assist number 5 here tonight. Here's Tinsley. Back to O'Neal. And Billups over the head. Here's Harrington. Rebound by Wallace. Wallace has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Prince with it. Now defended by Tinsley. Prince the pass to Billups. Billups off the hit from Wallace. Prince, Tinsley covering. 6 on the shot clock. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. We've got 1:13 left in the game. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it. Pacers now. The lead is 2. Miller kicks to Tinsley. Some nice passing here by Indiana. And the jam by Jermaine O'Neal. Absolutely, Clark. No one in his airspace on that dunk.
Yeah, but come on, Kevin. The defense can't let that happen.
I hope they let it happen more. It's fun to watch that guy fly.
Just a gift, 2 points they gave up. That's awful.
Hamilton dishes to Wallace. Prince. Another miss by Prince. Harrington kicks to Tinsley. Back to Harrington. Passes to O'Neal. Wallace is there. Miller outside. The dish to Tinsley. There's the pass to Harrington. Shot clock at 6. Jermaine O'Neal again. Now it's a 6-point Indiana lead.
Boy, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
24 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And Billups gets it to go. And that bucket ignites the crowd.
Crucial bucket there, and you hear it in their reaction.
And you can feel the energy throughout this building right now. What a huge shot.
And now they foul and stop the clock.
Hey, you can't let them pound the ball and just milk those precious seconds away.
No other option here but to foul and hope for a few misses at the line.
And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
That was a critical trip to the stripe. They have a 2-possession lead now.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. They're losing by 5. 16 seconds left to play here in the 4th. What do you think, guys?
I think the coach is telling them here to just take the easy points in a hurry, and then you got to foul right away.
I don't think they necessarily need to just foul blindly right away here. You'll go for a steal before you send one of them to the foul line.
And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
And that call gets an instant reaction from the fans.
Well, that's a whistle that did not go over very well.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul. And the first of 2, no good, heartbreaking. And he ends up making the second, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
And a chance here to send it into overtime.
Needed 3.
Oh, he couldn't make that shot go to force overtime.